In this video, you will learn 10 ways to relieve your constipation. So let's dive straight into it. We start with the fantastic 3. The first is fiber. Fiber is mostly indigestible plant-based material, and it attracts water and creates volume in your intestine and stimulates intestinal movement. The more volume, the more movement. So the faster you can go to the toilet. So eat enough fiber. Wheat contains the least interesting fiber for your gut, so instead of getting your fiber from bread, get your fiber from vegetables, legumes, fruit, nuts and seeds, and your gut will thank you. This brings us to the second hero of our fantastic 3, fluid. Fluid and fiber go hand in hand. Drinking enough water and/or herbal tea is important to prevent constipation, about 1.5 to 2 liters a day. When your body does not have enough water available to function, it can start extracting extra water from your poo, resulting in constipation. So, keeping yourself hydrated is an important piece of the puzzle. Start your day with 2 glasses of water, either cold or warm and with or without a pinch of Celtic sea salt, lime or lemon, whatever feels good for you. Drinking water on an empty stomach will help to start up your digestion and wake up your intestinal coral reef that absorbs all the nutrients from your food. After sleeping, it lays flat on your intestine and we want it to wave again. Now the last of our fantastic 3 is fat. Eat enough unrefined fats. Fats don't make you fat, you need them, they are important. In your intestine, fats are converted into acids that stimulate intestinal movement. Fats also help to better absorb vitamins and minerals from food and make you feel full for longer. Add good fats to your diet and eat a bit of fat with your fruit and veggies. For example, when eating an apple, also eat a hand of nuts. So what kind of fats to use? For warm use, so baking and frying, I like to use saturated fats, which are solid at room temperature and are the most stable. Examples are coconut oil, butter, ghee, and animal fat, lard. For cold use, like salad dressings, I like to use unsaturated fats or unsalad, so fluid, like olive oil, avocado oil, and nut oil. And what kind of fats better not to use? Cut down your consumption of yellow refined vegetable oils and refined fats found in processed foods. These contain a lot of omega-6 that promotes inflammation in the body. So, remember that you need fats, fiber and fluid, and next time you have constipation, first check the fantastic 3. This one, some of you may likely not want to hear, namely no coffee. Let me explain why. Coffee works as a laxative by stimulating the intestinal wall muscle. If you're drinking coffee a few times a day, every day, your intestinal wall muscles can get lazy and you may only be able to poo after you had coffee. So if you are drinking a lot of coffee and have bowel problems, cut down on the coffee for a couple of weeks. Follow the other advices and see what it does for you. Let's continue with M&Ms. No, not the ones you have in mind. The first M is from move. Your bowels also need movement from your body in order to get peristalsis going and help you get rid of waste. So move that gut at least 30 minutes a day. This does not mean that you need to go straight to the gym for a subscription, but find ways of moving you like to do. Walking, running, tennis, bootcamp, yoga, but also small things like taking the stairs instead of the escalator, do your groceries with your bike or walking, which is a workout by itself, or clean your house. A friend of mine does not really like to be active, but she did find a way that works for her. So every night when her favorite TV program starts, she stands up in front of the TV and steps until she reaches her goal of 10,000 steps. Now you just have to find your way. Let's go to the second M, which stands for minerals. Does your body have a reason to keep clinging onto its precious poo? Check with yourself. Do you give your body enough minerals and vitamins? Do you eat enough vegetables or is it mostly processed foods? When your body has enough minerals and vitamins, it does not have to hold on to its precious poo to extract all the last bits of minerals it can find. So eat more vegetables, legumes, fruit, nuts and seeds, and less processed foods. So more from nature, less from man. See if you can eat vegetables at 2 meals a day. A vegetable omelette as breakfast, a salad or soup during lunch, and load half of your plate with vegetables in the evening. There are some minerals that are especially important to prevent constipation. Magnesium, vitamin B1, B6 and B12. So keep these in mind as well. Then lastly, the S from stool, poop with a stool. This was a game changer for me. People were not designed to defecate on toilets. Back in prehistoric time, people pooped while squatting. Around the last part of your intestine, at the transition to your rectum, is a muscle that ensures that your stool does not escape while you stand or walk. And this muscle causes a kink in your intestine. And when you sit at 90 degrees on your toilet, this kink does not fully go away. This muscle only relaxes completely while squatting. An easy way to do this on the toilet is to put a toilet stool in front of your toilet, or at least something that elevates your feet. The higher your knees are, the more the muscle will relax and you will have to do much less effort and have a more complete bowel emptying without causing hemorrhoids, and it really helps. So next time you think of M&Ms, you get off your ass to move that gut, take those minerals and poop with a stool. Let's continue with the last 3. Stop pushing. Pushing is using effort, which may cause harm and can lead to fissures and hemorrhoids. Instead of pushing, use this exercise and poop with a stool. Find the thicker part between your thumb and index finger and massage this in circular movements for 1 to 3 minutes. Next, let's talk bacteria. Number 9 is fermented food. In your large intestine, acids are produced by your intestinal flora that stimulate intestinal movement. And to give your intestinal flora some new good friends that can help them make these acids, you can eat fermented foods like kimchi, kombucha, or raw apple cider vinegar. These are all examples of probiotic foods, containing good living bacteria, making your gut a healthier and happier place. And last but not least, keep a food diary for at least a week to see whether you can link your complaints and your mood to your food. The number 1 suspect for constipation is gluten, which can be found in barley, rye, oats, wheat, spelt, and all products made with this, like bread, cereals, donuts, cookies, and pastas, but it can also be something different. So feel for yourself, what does your body tell you? To recap, the 10 things you can do to relieve constipation are the fantastic 3, fat, fiber and fluid, cutting down on the coffee. We talked about M&Ms, move minerals and stool, so poop with a stool, stop pushing, add fermented foods to your diet, and keep a food diary. If you have tried it all and cannot figure out the problem, then check with yourself. What is it that you cannot let go? What are you still holding on to? These questions helped me a lot, so I wanted to share them with you too. Good luck!